Hello, Asmodeus here, and welcome back to episode 5 of our Stoneblock2 series. Between episodes, primarily I was watering can. I sat over here with a watering can and collected wheat. Tons and tons of wheat. And with that, I was able to start getting our roosts set up. I mean, to kind of give you an example, pardon me, this is the number of seeds that I got while I was gathering all that wheat. I mean, it was just crazy just sitting there with a watering can. So not only was I making the roosts, but I was also continuing to create bait for our ground trap. And with that trap, as it continues to gather, let's see, we have finally gotten some eggs. Also, starting to get our drawer storage set up, trying to clean up some of the resources from all the sifting and everything else. Lots of coal and dust. Just basically trying to move things ahead. Doing some ore processing. I'm not sure how or why those are spit out. But let's get them put back in the hopper. So yeah, ore processing, just letting that run as I was over here watering can weaning wheat so we can have our roosts. Okay, so today's episode, let's see if we can get into chickens. So we want to take one of our eggs, put it in the nest, and this thing is super, super slow. If we actually sit here on it, pardon me, I'm losing my voice. If we sit here on it, it does speed it up a bit. So let's see if we can go through and get our first chicken. I wanted to do this on camera to kind of show how it's done. I could have sat on this off camera so it wouldn't be quite so boring, but then you wouldn't see how the egg nest works. Pardon me. So this is super slow. It took forever to get the eggs. I had to refill the bait several times in order to get it to finally give us eggs. But now that we have them and we have our roosts over in the other room, egg production is not going to be an issue. Okay, this thing is going to be super slow. So, on quest-wise, let's take a look and see where we're at. Okay, we're still waiting for our first chicken. And then it's funny, they require us to get a chicken before these quests open up. So we'll suddenly have a lot of quests completed all at once we get our chicken hatched. So once we get our chicken, then we want to make a chicken catcher so we can turn the entity of a chicken into the item of a chicken and put it into the roost. Then once we get a couple of chickens hatched, we can put them in the breeder, breed them up, And then we can start getting into our resource chickens. So it wants us to make a log chicken first, sand chicken, lapis chicken, and I believe like sand chicken, for example, it's not going to pull up the recipe. So I believe it's just a egg surrounded by sand. So yeah, sand chicken egg. It's just one egg surrounded by sand. If we get a decent egg production, I don't know if I'm going to bother putting these eggs in the nest. I may just make enough of them to just drop them and see if we can get a chicken to spawn that way. A little more, it requires a little more egg resources, but it's going to be a lot faster than sitting on this thing. All right, about 3/4. So for our storage quests, next it wants us to make compacting drawers. Once we have that, then a drawer controller. How bad is the recipe for the drawer controller? Okay, just the standard recipe. The hardest part of this is going to be getting the nether quartz. We'll have to work on that. But that's why I intentionally left a space in the bottom of our drawers so we have someplace to put the controller. 89. We're getting there. And what else do we have for quests? What do we have to do to start getting into cows? So we need to start making some cow stalls. And what does that entail? More wheat and iron bars. Okay. Oh no. It hatched in the wall and died. Oh my goodness. Well, that was a waste of time. All right. I believe I saw something about a redstone lamp. Do we have, I don't remember, do we have any redstone? Yes, we do. So what is it going to take to make a redstone lamp? Maybe we can do that to speed it up. Glowstone, okay. We can do that. And a little bit of redstone. Let's set this over the top of that thing and see if we can speed it up a bit. And we're going to need a lever. Turn that on. Guess it acts like a heat lamp. Something like that. It doesn't seem to speed it up much. Okay. Well, that just kind of throws everything off just a bit. Okay. Well then, how are we doing on iron? We have a few. How many do we have over here? I believe we have a lot over here. Yeah. Let's make some iron bars. About that many. And do I have my watering can on me? Yes. So we'll make a few of these while we're waiting. We'll make a few cow stalls. See how that's all going to fit together, how we want to fit it in the room. I think I'm going to put it one space out from the wall, similar to the way that I did the drawers and the roosts, so we have kind of a dead space back behind. So if we can run conduiting or whatever we need behind it, have everything nice and hidden. How are we doing on wheat? Grab a few more. So this is what I did between episodes. Just gathered wheat, made hay, made roosts, gathered more wheat, and just over and over and over again. But we have a good starting point over there now. We have plenty of roosts. Should service us for quite a while. Okay, let's check our stalls again. And gray concrete. Okay. Can't say I've ever made vanilla concrete, so how do we do that? Concrete powder. So we need to get some gray dye of some sort, sand and gravel. Sand and gravel's easy. Gray dye, how are we gonna... White, we get plenty of bone meal, that's fine. How are we going to get black dye, though? Let's throw all this in here for now. Black dye, black dye, black dye. Bones for bone. We have tons of bone meal, that's fine. We have black quartz. Trying to think, how do we want to do black dye? I mean, maybe we could make a pool and hope for squid to spawn, but I'd rather not do that. Black floral powder. Get into Botania. So let's see. Some fertilizer. So we just need to get some flowers and make some floral fertilizer, and then we can grow some Botania flowers. This is probably going to be our best option. How's this egg doing over here? 68, 69. Okay. Let's grab some bone meal and see if we can get some flowers to grow on our little patch of grass over here. Just looking real quick to see if I haven't done that already. Doesn't appear so. Okay, so let's just grab a stack of bone meal. Bone meal this up. Okay, dandelion, red flowers. This might take a little bit of time. Because then once we do get the floral fertilizer, then we have to try and get a black plant to grow. Once we have one, it's simple at that point to duplicate it, but we I don't know. I might, let me see if I have any more dirt. I might add to this and make it a little bigger. Should set up a room as like a pasture area and see, there's some dirt. And I'll just use this hammer for now. Expand this out. Okay. And then with our watering can, we should be able to make this grass spread pretty quick. Okay, watering can that up. So now we should get a better chance of flowers with our bone meal. Yeah, there we go. That's more like it. Okay. 10 of those. 10 of those. So like so, like so, like so. It gives us 5. Hopefully luck will be with us and we'll get a black one soon. No. No black. Still no black. And no black. But you know what? We have the next best thing. We have, let's see, they want light gray concrete, and I think we have light gray flowers. So let's put all this up in here. Don't need that in there. What else doesn't belong? I'll sort all that later. Put that away. Okay, so it wants gray concrete. Do we have any gray flowers? I saw we have light gray. Do we have any regular gray? Light gray. Unless I'm having YouTube blindness, I'm not seeing regular gray. So we're going to need those. Yeah, just the light gray, purple, white. Nope, no gray. All right. More fertilizer. Now the poppies are going to stop spawning. Okay. Our luck is running out now. All right, let's make a couple more. Test our luck. Plenty of yellow dye. Come on. Gray or black? Nope. All right, now we got a black one. Fantastic. I'll show you what we're going to do to duplicate that. Put all this away. That and that. Okay, so say we need shears. Let me grab a couple iron from here. And break that down. Plant those. Now we need some more bone meal. Okay, so when you bone meal these, they turned into a too high mystical black flour. You cannot harvest these normally. The only way to harvest them is with shears. If you try and break them, then they will just disappear. What's nice about the tall version is you get 4 petals per instead of 2. And then you can just go through and turn 1 petal into 4. See what I mean? Got ahead of myself. Okay. Shear those. I hear chicken just hatched. Bone meal these. And I didn't hear chicken dying sounds. So we have a baby chicken. And it's going to be fully grown in over 800 seconds. All right. I'm too impatient for that. So if we take some seeds and we sit and force feed this guy, we can significantly reduce his growing time. All right, that'll be good for that. Then he will grow up. Then we need a chicken catcher. And with that, we need sticks and a feather. We have the egg in our inventory. There's the feather. There's a stick. Okay. Chicken catcher. Full-grown chicken. We right-click it. Now we have a item that is called a chicken. And we set this guy in there. And it will just sit here and produce. Rather slowly. You can stack up to 16 in here at a time to speed things up. So that's eventually, that's what we'll do is we'll go ahead and we'll stack these up, speed up this process. Okay, in the meantime, we're going to need a mortar and pestle to turn this into dust. From Britannia, stick, plank, and a bowl. All right, let's take these sticks out of there. They don't belong in there anyway. Planks, planks, planks. Yeah, we have one. Let's make a few more. Okay, we need a bowl. Okay. And then what we can do, we'll take 8 of these. We'll mix it with these. There's our gray dye. Now we need sand and gravel. There's a little bit of gravel. Let's grab a hammer. Make some more gravel. Okay. Something like that. Okay, there's our concrete powder. Okay, let's check our cow stalls again. Okay, so if we just have water and a stone barrel. Okay. Or basically any kind of barrel. Alright. What did I do with my stone barrel? I'll get organized eventually, I promise. Not. Alright, and we need a bucket. I don't even have a bucket on me, really? Alright, so basically this is like making clay, I guess. Alright, not so bad. And we got, we got quite a few for the small amount of resources that we had to gather, so that's not bad. We'll just get a few more of these. We'll get a couple of cow stalls set up, kind of see how everything looks. Maybe we'll make a sand chicken, test our luck. Now that we have a more automated version of egg production going on. Okay, how many do we have? 18? Okay, that's good for now. I can only make 3 anyway, so because of the amount of wheat that I have. Okay, so let's go set these up. So if we want, I'm not sure if we're going to fill this wall up with chickens as well. We could set these here for now. I mean, this is a significant number of chickens. And if we do an equal number of cows, then when I open that area up down there, we get into mystical agriculture. I mean, this is going to be a huge resource wall. So I think we can stack them like that. We'll have to get a cow to make sure. But yeah, I mean, we could just do a wall of them here and match this. I think we'll do that. I was thinking about doing roosts here and then the cow stalls here, but I don't know if we're really going to need that many. So let's plan on this then, and we'll proceed. I mean, this is quite a bit. Okay, so we have our first egg. Let's see if we can get a sand chicken, shall we? Let's just make one and see if we get lucky. Is our luck with us today? It is. We have a sand chicken. And it's full grown. So we'll take this guy and we'll put it in there. And what they'll do is just sit here and produce sand. There again, you can stack up here. Maybe I'll make another one. If I get a second one, I can demonstrate the breeding process. Maybe we'll do that. We'll do that real quick here. Hopefully we can get another full-grown one. I mean, you have the chance for a full grown, you have the chance for a chick, and then you have chance for nothing to happen. And okay, another sand chicken. So just for demonstration purposes, to show how you can increase the stats, let's pull this guy out here. Okay, and this is the chicken breeder. And you take two chickens of the same type and you breed them, and they will create a third chicken with elevated stats. Right now, these are probably, if you kind of see in the shadow here, 1-1-1 chickens. That's, one yield, one growth, and I think strength or whatever. And so they will sit here and they will progress. And then the third chicken will be an improved version of those two. And then you take that, breed it, and then you just keep swapping back and forth and putting your highest stat ones into breed until eventually you get a chicken that's 10, 10, 10. That significantly speeds up their production. Then on top of that, you breed up 16 10, 10, 10 chickens and put them there. And then at that point, I mean, you're producing resources at a crazy rate. Once we start getting metals and everything in here, we're going to fill these drawers up really quick. Probably faster than we can build, we can do the drawer upgrades. Okay. So what do we need to do for cows? How do we get a cow spawn? Okay, so we buy it from the market. What does the quest book say? Well, let's collect our reward for that. We get a torch launcher. Kind of cool, but we don't really need it. All right, so then it wants us to get a milk cow, a water cow, a lava cow, and a seared stone cow. Okay. So in order to do these, I'm sure you need a cow. So there again. All right, so let's get our quest reward for ranching. We got some more hoppers. Let's collect our quest for our nest. And also for the breeder. And for a roost. And collect our quest rewards. $64K storage components. Okay, awesome. Entity detector, not so awesome. And more 64Ks. All right, so once we get an ME system, we are going to be really good on storage. Probably make some processors out of those as well. All right, where are we going to put these? Probably in this drawer. So we have 8 64Ks. We have a torch launcher, entity detector, flowers away, seeds away. I don't think we're going to use the nest anymore. Okay. So let's go check on our breeding chickens. And they're getting there. Okay, I think they want us to make, well, let's get our, some black lotuses. Okay, cool. So we're going to need a red chicken, which I think is just a egg surrounded by red dye. Red chicken. Yeah, it's just an egg surrounded by red dye. So if we get a red chicken and we breed it with a sand chicken, that gives us redstone. And that's easy source of redstone. Okay, so our 111s created a 2-2 or 2-3-2. Okay, so then what we do is we swap that out. And I'm just going to put that in there for now. And then these two breed up, and we'll get something a little better than the 2-3-2. And then you take that out and you swap it out with a 1-1-1 and so forth. So you just keep going back and forth until you get your 10-10-10 chicken. And then once you have two 10-10-10 chickens here, they breed really quick. And then it's pretty simple to get 16 of them stacked up. And then you put all 16 in and you start creating resources like crazy. Okay, so we have an egg and a feather. And this guy is pretty slow. So between episodes, I might get a few more of these stacked up. Let's see if we can speed this along a little bit. Once we start getting heavy into the breeding, we don't really need the eggs anymore. We just need the different types of chickens, and we'll create them from there. So it's not really imperative that we get these up too far. We just want to get enough to get these initial chickens, like the lapis chicken, the wood chicken, things like that, where you surround an egg with the resource to create that type of egg. Those are all the early chickens. Once you get beyond that, you no longer need to use eggs. All right, let's put that up there since this is starting to become Botania stuff. Okay. So, not a bad episode. I mean, we got our first chicken started. We got some of our cow stalls set up, figured out. We have item storage set up. We're going to have to figure out fluid storage. Yeah, I just didn't even think about that. I wonder. Might have to rethink this a bit. We have all this item storage over here. Two stalls worth of that. I'm wondering, maybe we do 2 stalls worth of fluid storage here, and then we move the chickens into this area and the cows into this area, or, you know, vice versa. But then we have 2 walls of fluid storage, 2 walls of item storage. I don't know if there's a fluid storage option similar to drawers that gives you a single access point, like a drawer controller. I have not encountered anything like that, because it would be some sort of a tank storage. And I don't think there's any kind of a multi-block tank storage system like the drawers. So each individual tank would have to have its own, for if we were going to tie it into an ME system, it would have to have its own external storage bus. And that's a lot. That's kind of a pain. If anybody out there has any ideas, please let me know in the comments. Otherwise, we might forego that. I'll just leave that setup there, and then we can pipe fluids directly into like fluid storage in the ME system itself rather than storing it externally. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Give me some thoughts. Give me some ideas. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I think between episodes, I'll continue breeding up the standard chicken, maybe the sand chickens. It's not imperative that we have a ton of sand, so I don't know about that. Maybe I'll make some more cow stalls. We'll see how that goes. Potentially open this up, get our mystical agriculture area set up. Okay. If you liked, please hit the like. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I would appreciate it. And until next time, have a wonderful day.